Most padel players think that to improve they need to spend just more time on this court, but here's the truth. Science shows that proper strength and conditioning improves speed, reaction and even prevents injuries. Without it, you will always be one step behind. That's why today, instead of staying here on the court, I will take you to the gym and I will show you the 7 best exercises that you can do in the gym to improve your performance and even some exercises that you can perform at home. So for today, let's leave this here and I will show you the 7 best exercises that will make a huge difference in your game. And trust me, if you add these to your training, you'll move faster, hit harder, and feel stronger on every point. My name is Marco. I'm a strength and conditioning coach for padel players. I help athletes feel stronger on the court and take their game to the next level. If you feel like your fitness is holding you back, send me a direct message on WhatsApp. You have my WhatsApp number in the description below. But let's jump straight in. These are the 7 best exercises that I recommend to every padel player. The first exercise is the Bulgarian split squat. The Bulgarian split squat is an amazing exercise for single leg strength and balance. During my experience as a strength coach, I noticed that most players, especially beginners, but even intermediate and advanced padel players, really struggle to progress the squat movement. That's why a single leg movement like the Bulgarian split squat is the best choice. But how do you perform the Bulgarian split squat effectively? Most people make the mistake of using a high bench for this exercise. Instead, depending on your height, you can use just a small bench so you avoid leaning forward too much. When you're ready, lower slowly until your thigh is at least parallel to the floor. Then drive back up explosively. You can start with just 3 sets of 8 repetitions on each leg. Think about when you stretch for a wide volley or when you need to defend a deep ball. You need the right single leg strength and balance to reach those balls. The second exercise is the Trap Bar Deadlift. I always prefer the trap bar to the conventional bar because I'm not a big fan of conventional deadlift. In my programs, I always include a hip dominant exercise like the Trap Bar Deadlift, and this one specifically trains especially the hamstrings and the glutes, which are the powerhouse for every sprint or every jump. How do you perform this exercise? You need, first of all, to keep always your chest up and to engage the core. You might need to learn the bracing technique to perform this exercise with serious weights. Push through the floor and stand tall. Then control the weight down. You need to take this exercise seriously because it builds a strength base. It's true that padel players don't need to be extremely strong, but remember that every explosive athlete is a strong athlete. The exercise number 3 is the rotational medicine ball throw. Padel is a rotational sport. On every bandeja, every smash, you need to engage your legs and your core to produce force from the ground up. And this exercise exactly teaches that. It's an amazing exercise to learn how to produce power from your legs. How do you perform this exercise? Stand sideways to a wall. Hold the ball at hip height. Then rotate your hips explosively. Remember that you need to learn how to fire your posterior chain for this exercise. And remember also that you need to push your knees a little bit out so you engage also the gluteus medius. You don't need a very heavy ball for this exercise. Remember that the goal is to perform the exercise explosively, so speed is the most important thing in this exercise. I recommend to start with about 3 sets of 6-7 repetitions. This is an amazing exercise for rotational power, but many athletes do it wrong. Focus on technique first, learn how to fire your posterior chain, and then start performing the exercise more explosively. This is as close as it gets to paddle in the gym. The fourth exercise is pull-up or assisted pull-up. Upper body pulling strength is crucial for racket control and shoulder health. The pull-up strengthens your lats, your upper back, and your grip, all essentials for paddle. I like to perform this exercise with a neutral grip, which is commonly known as chin-ups. For this exercise, pull the chest to the bar and squeeze your shoulder blades, then lower under control. Even for this exercise, I recommend to start with just 3 sets, and the repetitions depend on your strength. If you can do 7 or more repetitions, your strength level is very good and you need to start considering using some weight. This exercise builds a strong back, which keeps a solid racket at the net and protects you from common shoulder injuries. The fifth exercise is the lateral bound, known as skater jump. Padel is played side to side. The lateral bound develops lateral strength and stability, teaching your body to push explosively and land with control. How do you perform this exercise? Start on one leg, jump explosively sideways, land on the opposite leg, knee soft and hold balance. Keep hips low and chest up. For this exercise, you can start as well with just 3 sets of 6 to 8 jumps on each side. Think of chasing a cross-court ball or recovering to the center. If your lateral push is weak, you will always be late. This drill gives you that explosive side power. The sixth exercise is the explosive push-up. The explosive push-up trains the upper body speed and power, exactly what you need when you need to perform fast volleys at the net. How do you perform this exercise? Lower yourself into a push-up. Then push up explosively so your hands leave the ground. Land softly and keep your core tight. For this exercise, you can start again with just 3 sets and you can perform between 4 and 5 repetitions. Remember that the most important thing is how fast you perform each repetition. Net play is all about fast reactions. The explosive push-up just trains your body to do that. The 7th and last exercise is shuttle sprints. Padel isn't a marathon. It's repeated sprints and quick recoveries. Shuttle sprints mimic the exact conditioning demands of the sport. How do you perform this conditioning circuit? Set 2 cones between 10-15 meters apart. Sprint to 1 cone, then change direction and sprint back. Keep intensity high and recover between rounds. This, as I said, can be used in a conditioning circuit. I recommend 10-15 second sprint and up to 30 seconds rest. You can repeat between 6 and 8 rounds. This is what keeps you fresh late in the match. While most players slow down, you can still sprint explosively because your conditioning is padel specific. So these are the 7 best gym exercises for padel players. So number 1, Bulgarian split squat. Number 2, Trap Bar Deadlift. Number 3, Rotational medicine ball throws. Number 4, pull up. Number 5, lateral bound. Number 6, explosive push-up. And number 7, shuttle sprints. These cover everything: strength, power, rotation, balance and conditioning. These exercises are the foundation of padel performance. You can start including these exercises in your weekly training routine, but remember that this is just the foundation. There's much more. These exercises are very good and most of them don't require specific equipment. You can just perform them at home. But depending on your level, you might need much more to increase your performance. That's why a proper strength and conditioning plan with guidance from a professional is extremely important for padel performance. And remember, the best padel players don't just play, they train in the gym. This is because strength and conditioning is the key to unlock their skills. If after watching this video you realized you need guidance and you need a proper strength and conditioning plan designed for padel players and tailored to your level and your schedule, you can send me a direct message on WhatsApp. You have my WhatsApp number in the description below. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more padel specific training, and comment below which exercise you're going to start including in your weekly routine. Technique can win points, but strength and conditioning builds the foundation to win matches.